Hello, this is the Molecast, and we are the Molemen. Today we are playing Sheriff of Nottingham. Today we are playing Sheriff of Nottingham.
Hey.
I am Fish. This is Sean.
Hello.
Kevin.
Hello.
And Dylan.
Hello.
Sure. Alright.
How do we play Sheriff of Nottingham, Sean?
Well, it's quite simple, right? So the turn's broken down into 5 very easy steps. The first step is the market step, in which we'll go through our hands of cards. We are issued with 6 goods cards. Nobody knows what our goods cards are. We're not going to tell each other what our goods cards are. Fish, I'm not holding any contraband, I swear.
That's good. He mentions that because this turn I will be the sheriff. And that means I do not take part in these steps. Instead, I will be judging them later on their choices.
So what we're going to do is we're going to pick the cards we don't want in our hands and we're going to set them aside and draw either from the discard pile or from the deck in random. So I am now going to set aside 4 cards.
Kevin will set aside 2 cards.
I will set aside 1 card.
1 card. So then we would take turns drawing and then placing our cards into the discard piles. Once we've done that, we'll load up our merchant bags. We have to be honest about the number of cards we put in here, but we don't have to be honest about what we put into this bag. Then we're going to have to try sneak it past the sheriff.
Hello.
That's our declaration step, step 3. Then finally will be the 4th step, which will be inspection. Once we've bribed, lied, cheated, and stealed our way past the sheriff, he will then inspect our bags if he so chooses. Otherwise, we'll remove our goods out of our bags and place it into our market stalls in the end of round phase. And that's the turn. We go around passing the sheriff around the table, and once everybody's taken 2 turns, that's basically the game. So, let me go draw my 4 cards. 2, 3, 4. And my discard pile, I'm going to put some apples, I'm going to put some cheese, a chicken, and some pepper. Contraband!
You just got a lot of really good goods there. I wonder why.
I'm going to draw 2 cards. I'll just split these up.
A bunch of apples.
Some apples.
I'm going to
That's
draw
dodgy.
1 card. And I'm going to discard an apple.
Oh, what about the apple market?
Nobody
Well,
cares about that.
Nobody cares about apples.
So now, while I wait patiently, all the merchants will have to load up their merchant bags with up to 5 goods and place them in front of me, ready for inspection and declaration.
I present to you 4 pieces of bread.
4 pieces of bread. That's very, very disappointing. I was hoping for something exciting. Give me something exciting.
Well, I'll put 5 bread in there. So
5
I'm
bread.
a bit disappointed
Why?
about
Oh, I don't know where all these bakers are coming
the price
from.
of bread is going to drop to
I
nothing.
am the
This is
baker.
terrible.
Oh, really?
I'm
oh,
the
really?
baker.
Oh, really? What
Yes.
have you got? More bread?
I have 4 cheese. 4
cheese.
bread.
4 cheese. 4 cheese. Well, 4 cheese sounds... I don't know if you've ever heard of dairy tax.
I have heard of dairy
Oh.
tax. Dairy tax is magnificent. I think this is the best thing since cream cheese.
Are you willing to pay dairy tax? Because
Sure.
dairy tax is an important part of our economy.
Sure,
I
but
hear
I've-
that dairy tax goes straight back to the dairy farmers.
Yeah, but I've heard it's gotten quite cheap this time.
It has. Good job. Good job. Anybody want to pay bread tax?
Bread tax. How much is bread tax?
Bread
these days?
tax is a. It's.
It's more expensive than
I
dairy
don't know.
tax.
You tell me. Very good. Very good. Very good. Here, have yours. Are
Yeah,
you going to
I'll
pay
tell
the
you
bread
what.
tax?
I'm gonna.
I don't know. I don't
double
think
up on my
so.
bread tax
Ooh,
there.
okay. Okay.
I think that's
So
a fair
maybe you
amount.
should check like somebody who undercuts his bread tax.
You know what? I would,
Just
but I'm an
saying.
honest sheriff who always does his job and agrees to his bribes. Because you know what's important about a bribe?
It's perfect.
Getting money.
It's a true story.
Speaking of which, sheriff.
Oh wait, no, we
Wow.
pop
Oh,
our bags.
now you pop open your bags. You're right. My mistake.
And it's
So who needed to pay for their bribe? Who
I
paid
need
their right tax?
I paid for
Chickens.
yeah.
Chickens.
I paid for a chicken.
No, you paid for cheese, son.
I did. Lots of cheese.
I have bread. I put bread in.
I'm going to
bread.
make a pile of cheese over
But
here.
both of you seem to have had something else in those barrels.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fair.
bread.
I don't know what
So,
I'm talking about either.
bread. Look at
I
the
am
bread.
confused by the fact that your cheese was clucking. But
At
you know
this
what?
time-
A good payment makes that work.
That's how
Now
I
we will
made
draw
the
up back to our full hand of 6.
Okay.
One more. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can't count apparent. shuffled this deck.
I did.
And that explains everything.
I actually believe we all did. It was a team effort, and therefore someone is responsible.
Well, you know,
It must be the sheriff.
it must be.
I played technical.
One job, Sean.
Well,
One job.
one job. But seriously though, who seriously shuffled this deck? This is amazing.
So, now, Kevin, you begin with the market step of placing your discard pile.
I'm going to discard 4 cards.
Wow.
And I'm going to draw them straight blind.
Ooh, bravery favors the brave, mate.
I'm going to discard
And
1 card.
One
And
card
I'm
for
gonna
Dylan.
Draw 1 card.
I will recount my cards to remember how many I'm discarding. Remind myself that I'm discarding the other pile and discard 3. 3 is a good number.
Could have gone either way for 3.
It could have. It could have. Great job. Great job. So now, Kevin, you would have to place your discard pile in the deck, which I feel like we should have done before Dylan drew
I'm
his cards.
pretty sure that
Yeah,
is how
I think
it
you were
works.
supposed to do that before
So-
Dylan drew, but it's cool.
Oh well.
We only screwed up minorly.
Pepper. Good job,
And
sir.
apples.
Get rid of
All
those
those
things.
apples.
I'm not interested in contraband at this time.
Or apples. The apple market
So
is
he says.
terrible.
I'm going to just hide that contraband so our city keeps its good reputation by
And
putting
this-
apples on top of it.
That's a good idea. Always hide things with apples.
And I am going to continue adding to the pile of rotting apples, and on top, I will place a chicken to eat the apples.
Single.
We're not a very healthy city, I would assume.
Well, we have a pile of rotting apples.
Now we've got cheese
You know,
and
it's-
bread, mate. Cheese and bread.
Cheese,
Cheese
and bread. We don't want
Speaking
no
of which,
apples.
it is now the...
Please load your bags.
I will. You can't stop me.
Well, I could. How many cards you put in that?
As many as I wanted to.
Oh, good. Was it 3?
How many cards am I supposed to have?
6 in total.
Okay.
Oh, no!
You
that
have to put
back.
them on the... Oh,
Because why do I have so many cards? Who dealt me these cards?
you do.
You did.
Did I?
Yes, you
Do you
did.
think I did?
You did!
I'm actually going to blame whoever dealt the cards for this. I think it was not my fault. There's nothing I could have done. But in hindsight, it's probably my fault, and I probably did that wrong. So luckily, we just fixed it.
Okay, give me your bag, fool.
Oh,
Well,
sure.
it's
Well,
Kevin
no,
first.
it's me first. I humbly present 3 cheese.
3 cheese.
There are 3 cheese. 3 cheese cards are in that bag.
Okay.
I know you started out as the baker, but as the sheriff, I have to declare 2 bread.
2 bread.
Yeah,
2 bread.
yeah.
And of course, being the proud merchant I am, I'm proud to present 4 cheeses.
4 cheeses.
It is
So-
indeed.
That's a lot of cheese.
It's a lot of
Dairy
cheese.
tax is a thing, apparently.
It is a thing. I learned
Well,
previously.
I'll tell you what. Because I've got 3 cheese cards in there. What if I gave you 3 gold pieces?
Those are coppers.
3 copper
3
pieces.
copper pieces.
Ah.
Would you be willing to think about that?
Yeah, sure. I'll take your dirty money.
Who said his money was dirty? His money was cheesy at best.
Well, have you seen
It's
copper
just
coins?
cheese
They are
money.
generally quite dirty.
2 bread.
2 bread?
2 bread.
Are you
yeah.
sure about
2
that?
bread.
Why am I
2 bread.
grilling you?
2 bread.
grilling.
2 bread.
Cheese grilling.
Cheese grillers. We could make a lot of cheese
2
grillers
bread.
actually with this.
I'll
That's
take
not
it.
for him. That's not for him.
I'll take it. For 2 bread, I'll take it. It's probably not bread. It's probably all contraband. But anyway.
That's bread.
Why would he lie to you?
I thought it was fun and then you pick it up, you know.
4 cheese.
4 cheeses. Great deal.
4 cheeses.
Yes, it's a wonderful massive pile of
And what
cheese.
about dairy tax?
I have never heard of this dairy tax shit in my life. What the hell are you talking about? You are a corrupt sheriff,
It
sir.
is the tax required to bring dairy into the town.
Alright. Well, that's stupid.
Oh,
I
okay.
refuse.
You refuse.
I refuse.
You
I
refuse.
refuse.
You seem really confident in yourself.
I do.
Or you can keep your damn bag of cheese.
Thank you very much, sir.
You can keep your damn cheese. I don't want your dirty cheese money.
Paid my bread tax.
Red tax.
Or red
That's a
tax.
stupid idea. Who pays taxes?
The people who want to get their bread out.
For the record, this
It was
is bread.
cheese.
For the record, I have a giant pile of cheese.
For the record, I told you I had 3 cheesy cards. 2 of the illegals were cheese cards. I wasn't lying. It was just illegal cheese. 3 cheese cards.
3 cheese cards.
And then
you
we
did.
draw up.
Yes, you did. And then we draw up. Again, starting with Kevin. Do
Kevin
you
for
want
the
more
hand.
merchandise? Remember, you have 6 cards in your hands, not 7. Fun tip.
Fish live the
Pay
hard.
attention.
If you've got 8, you've gone too far.
Turn around and
8
take
is
the next left.
way out.
So, Kevin, you're the sheriff.
I am the sheriff.
Which means now
I am the law.
I
place
do this.
cards aside.
I place one,
One
card.
card.
aside.
One
Oh
card.
look, contraband into
I
the
draw.
goods.
And I place apples on the chicken.
Apples.
Apples on the cock.
Hide the cock
Hey,
with apples.
hey.
Listen,
I
What is that fucking language?
I am very concerned by the state
His
of the
fruit
city's
basket
apples.
is
I discard
deserving.
one card. I draw that card, and then I add to the pile of apples.
Well, I'm going to discard 2.
Ooh.
I'm going to draw an apple.
Those apples are rotting. Why would you eat?
And
Are you going to sell those
Cider.
apples? Oh.
And what I have discarded is some cheese
Apple juice.
and some
Apple
pepper.
juice.
Okay. Mine's made of hops.
Pepper?
And then it is the
Pepper.
load your bag step.
Load your
Why would I
bags.
dare bring contraband into the city?
Are you sure?
I mean, look at that. I just discarded the pepper. And I drew 2 things of apples. We know for a
cheese.
fact there's apples in
4
there.
cheese.
4 cheese.
How many apples are
4.
in there? 4 apples. Are you
Wait,
sure they're all
Look at the
apples?
mountain of apples.
Are they definitely more
They're
apples?
all apples. How would I
3
do
breads.
anything else?
3 breads.
You know how easy
My
it is to
cheese
get
is not
apples?
selling.
What do you have?
I need
cheese.
bread.
4 cheese.
Oh wait, I forget there's a dairy tax.
What?
Where's the
Dairy tax,
4 cheese.
apparently.
That's ridiculous.
4 cheese, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You bringing in
3
bread?
breads. It's very
I love
disappointing.
dairy
3
tax.
bread.
Yeah.
I don't like bread.
You don't like bread?
I'm gluten intolerant. But there's medicine for that. But
There is medicine here.
It's
Why don't you go buy some medicine?
I think I might.
Good job, sir. It's important to keep. It's
You
important
see
to
all
look
the
after
apples
your
lying
civil
around?
servants.
I
People
do
are-
see all the
people are just
apples lying
throwing
around.
it away.
I actually, how many? What's in there again?
4 apples. It's not apples. I swear. Who shuffled this deck?
I'm inclined to believe you, actually.
Because you guys just leave it all rotting out there.
Yeah,
I'm not making
I'm
money
fine
off
I
it.
mean, I assume those apples are rotting.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you, sir.
somebody's going to sell them.
And
We all did that because we just recently learned that it's really important to pop your bags. And once you pop your bags, if your sheriff is
totally
investigating,
cheese. Totally
Curses!
once
I
you pop
was
your bag-
bamboozled!
bamboozled,
There were no apples.
there were no apples in that bag.
There were no apples at all.
I definitely
cheese.
sold
There was
bread.
definitely cheese in my bag.
Yeah.
I know, see, but at least I extracted funds from you.
You know what I don't have enough of? Cheese.
Oh, and then you have to discard your card.
I have plenty of meat. Don't need any of that crap.
No, that's illegal.
Actually, I'm running out of meat.
That's a crime. in its own right.
It's a horrible state of affairs.
3. I'm going to take the chicken. But more importantly, underneath it, are all these apples you people get
Because
falling
there
out.
are now apples up for grabs, and I'm fairly sure most.
And I'm
of
going
the
to stick
apples.
all of those over there. I threw out some meat, some bread, and a pepper.
That's because you've dealt all your contraband already.
Contraband?
Kevin,
Contraband?
Contraband.
What
I'm
contraband?
going to discard 4.
and fall from the straits. Okay, how are you
what I'm
discarding?
discarding is 1, 2,
Chickens?
1
Bread?
You have
Listen.
to now continue. Yeah.
Golden apples onto the pile of dead apples rotting in the
I don't
the
know
pot.
about those apples because I don't think I like them apples.
I know about them
I
apples.
think them apples are illegal.
Okay, pack your bags, gentlemen, and tell me what you.
My bag is packed.
What's in here?
None but apples. 5 of them.
You know what? I'm actually just gonna leave you on that.
I have sexy rolls and rounds and pieces of cheese. I don't know what cheese comes in. What
Did
what
you
format
hear
does
about the
cheese come in?
dairy tax?
I didn't.
It's gone up.
Oh, that's pity because I'm not paying it.
Indeed.
Yeah?
Okay.
Good for you.
Yeah. What you
Kevin,
gonna-
my good man, what's in that bag? When he gets close.
Hold on.
You can do it, Kevin. I believe in you.
I'm having because it's so super stuffed with bread.
I don't take bribes.
Oh!
Damn it!
This is the time where I open the bag, I believe.
Yeah.
And now, because the bag's been popped, it cannot be unpopped. What was in it?
all the contraband.
Oh no!
So Kevin will have to pay me for the silk, that's 4. He will have to pay me for the mead, which is 4. And he will have to pay me for the Countess 2 apples, green apples, which is 3. So
I mean,
that
you
is-
kept the green apples and discarded the gold apples? Gold is better than green.
Kevin
And
is
then-
tied to
Colours
the
work.
Sean.
No,
I
but
believe you
it
also have to
didn't
pay me for the bread because it's got a red number on it too.
No, the bread
No,
he
the
keeps.
bread I keep.
Oh,
You dick.
that's unfortunate.
Kevin tried to pull a
You
Sean.
are a dirty sheriff trying to pay people for bread.
This is great because I have all of Kevin's contraband now.
You can't bribe your way to victory.
Get paid for bread. I don't know
So
how.
it's 8.
11.
Woo! Woo!
Which
The
actually
hand
is
of
okay
apples.
because that's
And
only
I
one
had
more than the bribe I
Hand
tried.
of cheese.
Apples.
Cheese. So much
Apples,
cheese. I love
apples,
cheese.
apples.
It's one of my favorite things.
Was there any non-cheese in your cheese?
No.
Oh, good.
And I just brought apples.
Cheese,
sorry,
cheese,
that needs to
cheese,
get
cheese.
discarded.
Which means that I will have to store up
And
to.
that makes you sheriff.
Of course, now that it's my
4.
turn, we have gone a full round around this game. Perhaps we should have a look at who is in the standings, since there will only be one more round. Dun, dun.
It's the
Dun, dun,
final
dun.
round.
It's
So-
the final round.
I'll begin. I have a giant
Do-do-do,
pile of
do-do.
cheese. My storeroom is well stocked. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of cheese. It actually doesn't take up as much space as you think. I also have 2 loaves of bread because no one will buy my bread. Sean, what you got?
Well, I've got a massive pile of apples. I mean, you guys just leave it lying around.
They are terrible
And
apples. I imagine
I've
they're
got
mostly bad.
I've got a small stack of bread that just
Oh,
doesn't
yes?
seem to move. Yeah.
What is a massive pile in a small stack? Exactly.
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, sure.
It's three breads
oh,
and
oh.
5
apples.
apples. Yeah, I said those are right past you.
That's insane.
Kevin, I have 5 loaves and 1 cheese.
1 cheese. That's a lot of bread.
Well,
That's a lot
if
of
you
bread.
slice the cheese thinly, you can make some grilled cheese. When you got a lot of bread, you need some cheese.
Very thinly. Very,
Very
thinly.
thinly.
You are
Don't judge my
unfortunately
thins.
one of the weaker cheese merchants in this game because Dylan
Apparently.
also has a pile of cheese.
In my case, I actually have a well-balanced meal. I have a chicken, some bread, and lots of cheese. I have 5 cheese.
That sounds like
And then I have
balanced
some
meal to me.
indiscriminate grates at the back.
Of course, at the
I don't know
end
what
of
you're
this
talking about.
round, we will score based on who has the most and the second most amounts of each of these things. I currently have the most cheese and the second most bread. How many bread do you have
Me,
there?
5.
Oh no, I definitely don't have the second most bread. Sean has the
3.
second most bread and the most apples. You have the most bread, but not enough cheese.
Not enough
Dylan has the
cheese.
second most
Cheese.
and all of the chickens. Exactly 1.
So far, so good. Snuck in some clever cards. They didn't see that coming. Particularly Kevin wasn't paying attention. Apples.
At the moment, I'm feeling confident. I've got a little bit of the magical boxes in the background. I've got a chicken farm. You know, chicken farms are good. Steve, tip top, and I've got a well balanced diet going. I think I'm looking good for the second half.
I've fudged up. You can't bribe your way to victory.
I think it's good. I've got a solid base of goods, not too many contraband, but maybe a good thing. A lot of people have been paying me bribes, so double thumbs up. Thanks, Kevin and Dylan. We don't like bread in this town.
Yeah,
Not as much as we don't like chickens, though.
Or apples.
or
Whatever.
Or apples.
Can I have my bag back, Dylan?
no.
Sure.
That's not how merchants work.
Sorry, you were corrupt, so it was.
No, I demand you compensate me for the lost
So now-
man hours of my bag.
No.
Okay.
That's fair. So now, load up your bags. Someone seems to be ahead of the curve.
There are 4 cards in a bag.
4 cards.
Of which 3 are chickens. The other one is a royal declaration for the shipment of chickens. Has no idea what's about to hit him.
So normally when you get a royal declaration, you can... Well, you have to pay for it.
Well, you see, the thing is, if you tell me I'm a liar and you open that bag and there is a royal declaration there, you owe me 8 gold.
I do. But if I open that bag and there isn't a royal declaration in there,
Oh,
you
that's
can
a
owe
hefty
me
fine.
any number of gold.
Oh,
so,
then it could be a hefty fine. I mean, I did draw green apples out of the pile there at one point.
Yeah, but those apples are bad. They've
I
been
know.
there for weeks. Why would you sell those?
You could sell anything.
Interesting.
You
Including
can
a
sell-
royal decree, which means... Remember that.
Look,
Look, what I'm saying-
I'm trying to beat out Dylan in the chicken market.
That's not hard.
So there are
He's barely got any chickens. He's got a single
There
chicken.
are two
Dylan has
chickens
one
in here.
cock, and you can get him more than
there
that.
are
I
two
call him
chickens in
Steve.
there, but now you know Short is trying to just corner the
Royal
apple,
Decree market.
the apple market. I was
Ah.
wondering if you might like an apple.
I do like apples, but
Would you-
not so much as I like other things.
Would you maybe like an apple?
Interesting. Interesting.
You know, if you don't want the apple, if you're not hungry at all, then maybe don't have the apple.
Yeah, don't have the apple.
You
because
don't have to have the
I'm
apple.
giving you 5 apples.
You don't have to have
5
the apple.
apples.
5 apples.
Oh, really now?
Yeah.
Really now? I see that you have the double cost
Well,
apple tax has been introduced.
Oh, it's a double cost. Sorry.
No, wait, what?
Sorry.
Maybe
Oh,
you-
I thought so.
Maybe you-
There we go.
Well,
It's important to get the math right. You know, some of these
It's
things
the
are
strange
really,
currency I'm
really,
not used
really
to.
difficult. Give me your apples.
maybe you'd prefer.
Give me your
something-
apples.
Okay.
Give me the damn apples. I like apples. They're a lovely fruit. Very, very healthy. Very good. You, sir, are a dodgy motherfucker.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
You sure?
Yes, you are.
He's
Yes,
not
you are.
sure.
He's not sure. There's definitely a royal decree in here. I done goofed.
Good news. That barber page, you will pay for it.
It is. That is the only reason why I did it. It also says that I pay 0. That's totally cool. Yeah, that's 0. Yeah, here's your 0 fees. Great. No problem, sir.
Ah, no problem.
Let me put it back in the bag for you. Don't worry about it.
The
Don't worry.
king
I
would
got
like
this.
to see his chickens
Yeah,
now.
here we go. Wow. I really didn't think that was a royal decree. Well, yeah. Whoops.
Oh, thank you. The king will be
How
expecting
did
his
this
chickens
become a
shortly.
game of cocks?
Well, Dylan was here, and then
I had a
joined.
cock.
And
I
Sean.
too have
And
a
now-
cock. Oh, I already popped mine. Sorry,
Oh.
guys.
And now.
See,
But I have got a
I
cock.
totally had apples in that bag.
Okay.
I have got a cock. I also wanted a cock. Everyone else had cocks.
Yes, you did, and a giant pile of money.
I have a cock now out
Oh.
of those 2 cocks that I brought in.
Oh, brilliant. The other one was not a cock, it was a hen.
You don't know.
Or an egg.
We don't know what
Or
it
an
was.
apple.
It was actually a small Sri Lankan boy.
Oh, well, now that you're the sheriff, you can deal with that
And
problem.
Kevin, have you drawn up
I
your
haven't.
I'm
So
curious.
what's,
How did you get the small Sri Lankan boy into the bag?
It's actually quite a big bag. If you can fit a cow, you can fit a boy.
His is actually
If you
a bag
can
of
fit a
holding.
horse, you can fit a boy. Much like a bag of holding.
Well, if you're gonna put someone in your bag of holding, you might as well make it worthwhile.
Wow.
It depends.
Wow,
on
why
how you feel
am I
about it.
arguing for that? Woo! Roll back. If you can fit a horse, you should not put a boy in that bag.
You should see a policeman about that.
And you should see a policeman about it. If you can fit a horse in your bag, you should see a policeman. Now you know. Yeah, that got away from me.
Because it leads to putting
I'm going
voice.
to discard 3.
Ooh.
I'm going to discard. Oh well, no, you discard your 3. Oh wait, we all discard at the same time. I'm going to discard 2. Because I don't know how we play this game.
Nobody does.
Apparently
Hopefully the
not.
audience will at the end.
Thank you.
I'm sure the commenters will tell us how to play the game well.
2.
But here's the fun fact: we won't see them.
2.
2.
Kevin.
2.
2.
2.
Kevin.
That's suspicious.
I discarded
You're
3
suspicious.
cards.
Suspicious.
1, 2,
So
3.
draw your 3.
That's normal. 2 though.
2's a perfectly good
1,
number.
2.
Ooh, finally someone
Hey.
takes food off the garbage heap.
That's definitely something you always want. Food off the garbage heap.
I'm
Some-
going to
you know
draw
what?
2.
You know what? It's important to reuse, recycle, regurgitate,
And you know what?
reanimate.
I'm adding to each of these piles an apple.
Apples.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shit, sorry guys.
Oh,
Before that.
Oh,
Before that.
What if I wanted cheese?
Place it.
cheese, bread,
And
and
a volley
mead because I'm not interested in
You do
bringing
the same
illegal
thing?
things
Apples,
into our
apples,
face town.
Apples.
nobody likes apples.
It's a wibbly wobbly time zone.
Timey wimey.
Kind of like a Jeremy Bury Me situation. Anyway, my
Sure.
turn. I'm discarding 2, so I need to draw 2. I'm going to draw from the pile because apples suck. And then discard that chicken and that barrel of mead because this town does not drink at all. Clearly.
Well, that's
It
your
is
own
a
fault.
dry town.
It is a dry
We're
town.
completely dry town at this time.
That's your own fault.
Except for Puss in Boots here.
Size matters, ladies
Sir.
and gentlemen.
That's a pretty small boot, just saying.
Bigger than yours, mate. Bigger than yours.
I've got a bottle.
Is it bigger than a horse?
Could be.
Loads
So
of
let's see
bags,
what we
ladies.
can do with our bags.
What's in your bags? Bring your bags.
3 chickens.
5 apples.
Really? 5 apples.
Really, 5 apples.
You've seen how many apples are all around here.
Yeah, but you haven't been digging them out of the garbage.
Unlike
I've been
this
holding
professional
on to them.
merchant over here.
2 apples.
2 apples.
2 apples.
2 apples. 5 apples.
3 chickens.
3 chickens. You know, people don't buy apples in this town.
Don't. They just rot on the
But
heap.
would you be interested in buying some apples?
And now we're talking.
I feel like if there were, I feel like I would be.
Seems like
Would, you feel like that might be. the
But I
kind
feel
of
like you've got other stuff in there, and I feel like
really
I feel like the
don't
fine
know.
would be bigger. I feel like the fine would be bigger
How
than.
how about I make it
Oh,
worth
no.
your while and add in for cool drink?
Speaking my language, really is. Speaking my
He's
language.
obviously got apples
I don't
in
think
that
5
bag.
apples exist in this universe.
I have 5
There are
apples.
plenty of apples.
Do you?
There are a lot of apples.
Then I don't believe 6 apples exist in this universe.
You're right, because
They
there's
belong
only
in
5 in there.
Sorry, mate, but I just don't believe you.
But does that mean you believe me?
Yeah, can I have my apples back?
Yeah, I can have my chickens back.
No pressure, but apples? 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 Apples?
Can I have my chickens back?
3
Oh,
chickens, you say?
Yeah,
3 of them.
yeah, totally.
Where'd you find them?
In the chicken farm.
Wow, did you steal
Which
them from a
chicken
chicken
farm?
farm?
No, all of a sudden my chicken laid eggs.
Your
Which
chicken is a
chicken
cock.
Well,
Why am I arguing against you? You argue.
Which chicken farm?
the one that comes out of my chickens. A rogue rooster ran into my yard, and my clearly labelled chicken was impregnated, and I have 3 chickens now. I know how to make androgynous asexual cocks.
How did he breed with 1 cock? It blows my mind.
Do you
In
believe
fact,
this guy?
after this, I will have 4 chickens.
I think he's a liar.
I feel like he's a dirty liar. I feel like there should be a chicken tax at the very minimum.
Also, just
I don't believe
Well,
in
guess
taxes.
what? I don't believe in taxes either.
Well, here you go.
Damn.
Have your chickens. 2 apples.
2 apples.
Bullshit.
They're the best apples you've ever seen in your life.
Bullshit.
Well, you know
You
what?
gotta check one set of apples, you gotta check
Look.
all the apples.
Yeah.
I
Just
don't
saying.
If you're
believe
gonna
How
upset
much
the
are
apple
these apples
cart,
worth to you?
these apples.
How much are they worth to you?
Look,
oh, they're golden.
I promise they're not golden.
Oh, they
And I
delicious.
swear to you that I absolutely am not doing contraband. I would give you money, but I'm against breaking the law.
Good job.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Oh, damn. I guess you're gonna have to pay me for them apples.
They're apples. It's fine. I'll give you a 4 gold for your apples.
Thanks, sir. And the apples, please.
And your apples. But you, mister! Let's see these 5 apples. 1 apple. 2 apple. 3. Oh no! A crossbow!
Ah, you rumbled me.
Somebody's
You
planning
can
to
have your
use
4 apples, but sir, this says a fine on it. A crossbow? How dare you, sir? Can you believe it? Weapons in a shipment. What is this? Medieval villages? How dare you?
Oh,
Fine, it was less than I was willing to pay you.
Your change, sir.
by the way, I totally had a chicken farm.
Oh, no.
Your change, sir.
Where did you get that chicken farm from?
The chicken?
Oh,
Across the road.
Kevin,
Okay.
you want to draw your cards back up?
Oh, well. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2,
Right.
3.
Hold up, hold up, hold up,
4,
hold up.
1, 2,
Oh.
3.
Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow
Wow.
down. Dylan?
Oh, now it has to draw from the discard.
He grabbed the crossbow.
I wanted to create violence and sow discourse.
Ooh, he did!
No, I didn't. You guys don't see anything.
I, on the other hand, am more than happy to just run the gambit and make sure that I have the right number of cards. Because I don't cheat and I'm against breaking the law.
Okay. I'm gonna gooi weg 2 cards.
Gooi back.
Yeah.
For our viewers in welcome.
For the rest of the world, throw away.
I'm going to gooi back 2 cards.
Say it properly now.
I'm going to throw away 2 cards because they are not worth it.
I'm going to discard 3.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight forward and draw 2 cards, and I'm gonna chuck out Pepper.
Pepper.
And
Ooh,
more
apples.
apples because I'm not a criminal.
I'm going to draw 2 cards because I don't steal in pepper or apples. And
You don't steal. You don't steal in
I don't
pepper.
steal in pepper and apples. And I'm going to discard a giant chicken and a crossbow. To kill the giant chicken if you want.
Well, I'm discarding 3, so I'm going to take this huge chicken.
That's illegal.
That's a big
I
card.
know, but I'm also going to take these
If you
2
want a crossbow
apples.
to control it better. We can make a deal.
I think I'll be okay.
Alright, you're gonna discard
And
this
my
one?
discard is some cheese and plenty of meat.
I see.
And then pack your bags, boys. We're going to the sheriff's.
We're going downtown.
Alright, you guys to the
Chinatown.
market. Downtown.
3 bread.
3 bread.
3 bread.
4 apples.
See, I was starting to think that maybe Dylan was a pussy.
I could
But
only
he's
get my
got
hands
quite
on
a
2
lot of
pieces of bread.
contraband there.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's
2
not a lot
pieces
of
of-
contraband. That's a giant warehouse filled with illegal crap.
Two,
No.
two,
Two
two
breads.
bread in there.
2 breads.
And what you got?
No, no,
there?
no.
4 apples.
No, there's 3 bread in there. Not 2.
No, mine has.
Ah,
Here's
2.
those 2
I have
breads.
2. You're lying about having 3. We know this.
I think you're lying.
Well, you would, because you're the
No.
bread merchant, apparently.
Yes,
He's,
yes, I
he's clearly a baker. You stole his bread. That is a clear indication.
What can
Actually,
I
no,
say?
I'm just selling his at a high rate.
Oh,
Oh,
look,
very
Dylan
well.
is definitely a liar.
He is, but is he
No,
lying
I'm
now?
Are you sure?
Yes.
How sure
I
are
mean,
you
the
that
evidence
you're
is
not
against
lying?
you.
I'm so sure that I know you're going to be giving me money if you do not let me have my bread.
Is that a threat?
2 bread?
2 bread.
Just 2 bread.
Just 2 bread.
Just 2 bread. Just 2 bread.
Because I was an honest baker, me.
Well, 1 bread and a crossbow.
What you got there?
4 apples.
See, I know you're loving your apples.
He does love his rotten apples. And the
I
giant
even fetched
chicken
you off
he
that
just
pile.
built up. The giant
They
chicken.
were-
You
They
literally
were-
just saw him
anyway,
catch
so-
the
They were
giant chicken.
underneath the pile of
Oh,
apples.
none of us are getting away.
Oh!
Only 6. Come on, let's be real.
Look, let me be honest. It is just bread, but I'm saving you the embarrassment. I'm going to
Make
reduce
it
it back
eight.
down to 5.
Make it 8.
I feel like he was very quick to
Make
offer
it
that
8.
bribe. I think he was very, very quick to offer that bribe.
Sure. Here, have your 8, sir.
Ooh.
Customs.
There's always a way to fix customs.
Pay me for my bread. Pay me for my bread.
If it helps, I also had bread.
Give me bread for my bread. And my bread.
The sheriff confirmed.
Thank you,
it.
sir. And my bag. You can't confiscate that like I confiscated yours.
What you got?
Apples.
3, 4, 6, 8. So that's my prop. So that's your
Wow.
Thank you for the money.
Well, thank you.
Nice contraband you got there, by the way.
I did. What are you talking
Then
about?
I'm gonna drop to
What's bread?
6. Then I'm going to drop to 6. Fishy, you can drop to 6.
I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at all that contraband that nobody really needs in their lives. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I'm sheriff.
You are the sheriff. Oh no. Dylan is the sheriff. And this is the last turn. No pressure, Dylan. You are the sheriff.
Okay.
You'll always be the sheriff.
I
When
feel
you're
like
ready,
somebody
Fishy.
should have shuffled the deck. Sir, I present you 4 apples in a bag, packaged, neat and tidy.
1 chicken.
1 chicken. 1 chicken.
You can keep your chicken, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I present you in a bag 4 apples, wrapped nice and tightly.
So, I have red versus blue apples.
Yeah, I have never eaten a blue apple in my life.
Neither have I.
Any one of you do it. Therefore, there must be contraband.
I went in the gamble.
Can you please show me your apple papers for?
I left in my other pants, sorry.
I ate them. Look, so I ate my papers, not Sean's pants. But either way, I didn't have the papers. So
Because they're made of apple.
because I wanted to sell the apple, and I didn't want to eat my merchandise.
I'll be honest with you, I left my apple papers in my other pants.
Well, that's unfortunate because then you're gonna have to pay to get them renewed.
I don't see why I should pay for legitimate apples. Apples are legal.
They are legal.
Are you going to pay for your Apple
Well, not if
license?
he's not going to. That sounds ridiculous. Why would I do something that another fellow citizen does not do? We should make signs. Can we get pickets?
I like this
Can we
man.
just go?
Pitchforks,
Apples,
both being
apples,
opened.
pitchforks, and torches.
apples.
Oh!
Sorry. Pop, pop.
Pop, pop.
Well,
Apples?
those are apples. And how much are you? 2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh, that's a lot of apples.
I'm going to need 2 change, please.
Your change, sir.
Thank you. Your apples. And you.
Your change, sir.
I'm an idiot. The sadness that runs through me. I should have known with all the rotting apples, they would have gone and collected a whole bunch of them to present me with money at the end.
Because the apple market is uncornered and rotting in the corner.
I don't know. I feel like I've got it pretty cornered with.
And that, folks, is the last round of the game. First thing we're going to do is we're going to show our contraband.
Yep.
I'll start. I have smuggled in some pepper. And I have some sexy bread that counts as 2 breads. Rye bread.
Rye
Much
bread.
better than other bread. Denser.
I disagree with you.
Well,
That's the squattest of
what
bread.
did you summon in?
Well, I brought in some rye bread because I mean it sells
the best
good,
bread.
so you know. But I also brought in 7 kegs or 4 kegs of mead.
Wow!
I know, right?
Was that in the barrels of apples?
Yes, it was.
What? Apparently one of those was a barrel of meat.
It's strange that you could mistake an apple or a chicken for a barrel of mead. But you, sir, seem to have achieved a similar goal with some strange cheeses.
I brought in exotic cheeses. 2 of them. When I said I had 3 cheese cards, I really did have 3 cheese cards.
That's good.
And
important
then
to
some
tell the
silk and some mead.
Silk and mead.
For purely personal consumption, I swear.
Okay.
You see, I served the community and brought in a variety. I brought in some pepper, some pumpernickel bread because that rye wasn't going down great.
I don't blame
Some
you.
Gouda to go down with that pumpernickel, some silk for the ladies, and a little bit of mead because yours was crappy. And yeah, that's the
Fantastic. So now what we need to do
It's
is we
mathematics.
need to know. Now what we need to do is we need to reward each of us for those of us that achieved the most and the second most of each type of thing. So going from the bottom left of the board, who has the most bread?
I have 5.
I have 3.
I have 4.
I have
count.
5.
You have
Count.
5. Oh, I have 5. So what happens when we're tied? Does
all-
anybody know the answer?
We all get the bonus.
Then we split the bonus. So, for those of us who has 5, raise your hand. Does anybody have more than 5? So, amusingly, we all split the first place bonus and Dylan gets the second place bonus.
Yosha!
So we
What?
get 5 coins
Yay.
Yay!
and Dylan gets 10 because that's how life works.
Yay!
Fantastic. Now we'll go to apples.
Can I have a 20?
No,
Because
you
it makes
cannot.
it easy for counting.
I do.
How many apples do you have?
All of them.
How many is that?
30.
30. That is a lot of apples.
You don't have all of them. I have 1.
That is more than my 3 apples.
I have 7 apples. So, Sean, you have the most apples.
That's
so you
20.
receive 20 gold. And
Oh.
I have the second most apples, netting me 10. Next, we have the cheese.
But then how did I only get 5 gold for the
Because it
bread?
goes split 3 ways.
we
'Cause
all won the most
I-
amount of bread.
But
So
then
you
20.
didn't own the
It was
monopoly.
15.
I
Oh, if
am
it's
the
a tie,
monopoly
15.
Bread is-
on apples.
And bread is cheaper than apples.
Okay, no, that's all I needed.
Definitely.
Bread is cheaper than
Bread
apples.
is cheaper than apples. Now you know.
I have
Now we know.
5 cheese.
You have 5 cheese.
Oh,
I
that's
have.
what those markings are on the
Wait,
board. It's
sorry.
like they.
It's-
That
What
counts
is that?
as
It's
2
like they
cheese,
laid
so
out
I have
for you.
5, 6, 7 cheese.
I don't have any cheese.
I have 7
I
cheese.
I have
Nice.
2, 5, 6 cheese.
And once again, we will split the difference, getting each of us 7. Yay. Well done us for doing a great job in
Cheese manufacturer.
cheese managing, despite the fact that Kevin getting second place gets 10.
Hooray!
And
Oh,
then-
wait. Sorry, I lied to everybody.
Yes, you did.
I have
You fool.
4, 5, 6, 7 bread.
That's exactly what you said you had.
Yes.
No,
It
so
really
I-
isn't. But that's simple to solve. Luckily, each one of us received a 5-piece coin for bread, and Dylan received 10.
So, Dylan,
So
you
now,
actually get...
Dylan actually gets 15, and we split 10. Look at us
Okay.
lucky fools,
I'm
each
an
instead
idiot.
getting
I'm
3.
sorry, audience.
Well done, Dylan, for being able to count bread.
bread's really, really hard to keep track of, especially when like there's multiple types. Like I thought we were just counting one type of bread. Oops, was I wrong? But I'm a happy wrong person.
Wow, Dylan. Just wow. Just wow.
Sorry,
Cheese.
fancy bread is
And
fancy.
if anybody in the audience would like to correct me on my math, fuck you.
Please correct me on mine.
1, 2, 3, 4. Can I have a
Apparently
20?
Dylan can't count.
Finally, who has chickens?
I have chickens.
I have 2 chickens.
I have 4 chickens.
I have brought in 3 chickens.
So Dylan has the most chickens, getting him a grand total of 10 gold, because chickens are cheap. You guys have...
I only have 2 chickens. I
You can
get
have
no
5
bonus
gold,
chickens.
because chickens are cheap.
Fair enough.
And now we can check.
And
our
now
tokens.
we can add up. And in order to do that, we add up all of the cards, as well as all of our coins, including your contraband and all of your things. Do some math.
No!
This next bit is going to be a bit boring.
Dun, 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 dun. $168, 150, 59?
59, yeah.
114,
168 beats
and
it.
108. Wow. Well done, Sean. That was surprising. I really thought I had the upper hand.
That was
there
the barrels of
in the
meat,
middle
mate.
there, but that
I
meat
knew-
was impressive.
I knew that I had lost.
Damn you, Sean. Those were supposed to be my apples, but I threw them away like a child.
Okay, that didn't go well. I thought I was doing well, and then at the end, everybody just had more points than me. You know how the song goes. Everyone always has more points than you. Ooh. Except Kevin.
You can't bribe your way to victory.
So yeah, that wasn't too hard. I lied, this is surprisingly difficult. Dylan almost caught me, which I think surprised me the most. I was sure Fish would be doing a lot better, but I guess I was just onto his lies. And Kevin just paid way too much in bribes. Like, seriously, he shouldn't have been bribing us so much. But Dylan really surprised me in that game. Good effort. Very close.
Okay, that's
that's
it, folks.
why-
Thank you very much for watching us play Sheriff of Nottingham. We are the Molemen. Good night, good afternoon, and good day.
And